Good afternoon, Michiganders. Excuse me. I'm Demonius Darkblade, also known as Demonius X. My real name is not important. I come to you today to warn you about the deadline of October 1st. As we know, Jennifer Granholm will appear on local television tonight at 6:05 p.m. our time. The fate at Michigan is at hand. If she says what I think she's going to say, she definitely dragged Michigan down to its grave. Half of the government will be shut down. All the aids we get from the government will be eliminated. Half the schools will be gone. Just total chaos and destruction will be awaiting our state. I'm going to keep this video up until October 1st. Maybe a little longer. But I suggest you do what I've been doing. Collect as much resources as you can. Water, food, clothing, and such. Because as soon as this problem or this famine takes place, the state's going to collapse. It's already on the brink, and I think Granholm personally put the nail in the coffin. I understand that a lot of people don't want to believe this, so they're gonna say what they want, and that's okay. I'm open to opposing viewpoints, but I won't tolerate ignorance on this video, which is why I'm doing my usual accepting comments. The question is, what can we do? There's nothing we can do. Granholm did this to us, and now we're going to have to suffer the consequences. Because you motherfuckers had to re-elect that bitch. I sure the fuck didn't. Any other governor we had would have done a better job than this bitch has done. So those who voted for Granholm, rot in hell. Because you make me sick. Our beloved state of Michigan is now going down the tubes. We're like one of the most poorest states. And I think just this debate we're having, I think we're now at the official lowest economy state in the United States of America. Because we have a governor by the name of Granholm, Jennifer Granholm, who is a tyrant for Michigan. I think she wants to see the Great Lakes collapse. And she's a dyke, too, so that should, yeah. I'm angry. I really am. Because now, people who are suffering enough trying to survive in this fucking state are now going to suffer even more. And who's that? And what's that going to bring? Oh, I don't even want to imagine. I'm guessing violence, riots. Who knows? It's going to bring a lot of things, though, that are going to affect our everyday living, and it's not going to be pretty. Taxes are going up. This is indeed the worst state. This is why Michigan needs a new leader. This is why Granholm needs to be impeached or out of office. She needs to be imprisoned for all the wrong she's doing to the Michigan people. I used to love Michigan. I used to love this state. But it turned into a ghetto cesspool of poor, fallen apart, dilapidated state. This is Michigan. This is Michigan now. That should pretty much describe how I feel about Michigan now. I used to love this state. I was brought up here, just like all the rest of you Michiganders out there. I was brought up here, and I loved where I was brought up at, and I don't like it around here anymore because certain issues I will not mention. But I'm just disgusted how people, the Michiganders who voted Granholm, I mean, you should seriously be burned at the stake. You doomed this state by voting her back in office. You knew how bad she was. You voted her back in office. And therefore, Now he has to suffer the consequences because you didn't read your facts. Granholm did not bring many jobs to Michigan at all. That was a fucking hoax to make you believe that she's a good governor and should be reelected. I would have trusted Dick DeVos more than Granholm. And he's bad too, but I can assure you that he would have been a better governor than Granholm. Granholm is like the epitome of low. She's the George Bush of Michigan. Well, there's not much I can say, but bottom line, save up your goods, water, food, clothing, or get the fuck out of Michigan. Seriously. Unfortunately, our relatives don't have enough room for my mother and I and my brother, so we are unable to leave Michigan as of yet, but we're working on a solution to get out of here because we can't be here no more. I suggest you watch the news at 6:05. But I will state one thing. When the riots start, I'll be waiting.